side. Can't just shoot in the thin air.
I'm not going to deny killing these traitors was invigorating, but their leader still needs to be dealt with. That I'm really going to enjoy.
Like this have been popping up all over the place since I'm rising. They're harmless. So long as you keep your distance.
Why are you still alive? There's been some ghastly mistake. We must speak on the latest revelation before you compound it by killing me. You're obviously unaware that you've been officially marked for death. Otherwise, you'd have killed yourself and saved us all the trouble. It's unfortunate I was unable to inform you of this before you killed so many loyal members of the Dawn. But so be it. Glad we were able to clarify all of that. Well?
This idiot obviously thinks I will just kill myself on his say-so. Ziegler, what's got into your brain pan? You used to be a dedicated member of the Dawn. How could you think there was a legitimate kill order on me?
You were revealed as a betrayer through the sanctified channel. How can you disobey a revelation from on high, when you yourself exhorted us constantly to never do such?
You make a compelling point. But then again, so does my knife. Let me introduce you to it. Why the fuck not? You're such the jester, Commander. You actually had me going there for a minute. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. It's time to stick Ziegler here like a sissy pig on a spit.
I find myself
That wasn't intentional.
Reckon they're out of range.
I can't believe what Hierarch Ziegler was saying. How could there be an official kill order out on me? The poor fools probably thought they were just fulfilling their duty. Of course not. What a ridiculous question. I'm sure I don't know. If only it were that simple. It should be impossible for someone to infiltrate our communication systems, especially when it comes to a high-level communique. Unless they somehow have our codes. This could only mean that one of our members has been compromised. Damn straight they should have. I have no idea. If I go anywhere near one of our encampments, I'll be forced to kill members who believe they're following orders. Of course, any member of the Dawn who turns on me without thinking is asking for death, but this could still make solving this even more difficult. Don't worry. I'll stay on as part of your crew until I get this all figured. It's given me an impressive amount of opportunities for killing, and all the killing helps me think.
We did good by all the folk in Golden Ridge. If we hadn't eased the pressure between the Order and the troops at Outpost Opportunity, the kettle would have blown its top eventually. Instead, the ceasefire can remain in place, and folk can sleep soundly. Thank you.
I'm going to lend a hand at the exclusion zone. Tend to the injuries.
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of those drones from Auntie's Choice.
One never relishes saying they did predict a catastrophe.
Grand Architect! First an attack on the monastery and now the lift code's not working? Am I misremembering it? No. Unless... Why? This I'm sure. Agent, oh thank good odds and high probabilities you're back. There's been an incident. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My Seer Wiley, is trapped up there with other hostages of the Order. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift. Peace talks? Yes, Ruth informed me, but how did you learn of them? No one outside a select circle are supposed to be aware they're happening. That's a serious accusation. Why would I do such a thing? Far from it. I celebrate Wiley's gifts. I recognize he's a far superior scholar than I'll ever be. No, I can't discuss this right now. The monastery. The truth is, I held Wiley back. I kept him from advancing for my own selfish gains by spreading lies and false concern over his competence behind his back. But I needed him. I still need him. I'm not the savant he is, never have been. If he'd advanced beyond his current role, my deficiencies would have been made manifest to all. I'm sorry, but we really haven't the time to litigate this issue further. In case I didn't make it clear before, the monastery is currently in jeopardy. Representatives of Auntie's Choice in the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. It's an unprecedented opportunity to shorten this war. I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. I wish I could offer more details than that. But I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't be sure my presence wouldn't alter the outcome of your efforts in prodigious and unforeseen ways. No? How grand! Then we are already in alignment. Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the conspirators are seeking the coordinates of the talks, no doubt their efforts will be concentrated there. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you. Please hurry. I fear for the safety of my seer and everyone else.
If it's this bad down here, can't imagine what the situation's like upstairs.
I am 100% certain that its tensile strength is marginally greater than our combined weight. Probably.
Wait! Look! Someone just came up via the lift. It must be unlocked.
betrayed it all. I told him he wasn't going to make it. Is this why Wiley's ilk spared him? Because the seer already predicted this would be his fate? Hey! Roger always said he wanted his body donated to the Order if it'd help advance the plan. But I'm sure this wasn't going to happen.
Seer Wiley said I wasn't on his list and let me go. He must have predicted I wouldn't fight back. I don't understand. Where's the abbot? Why isn't he doing something? I don't understand. Where's the abbot? Why isn't he doing something?
I swear, the more he talks, the more pain it makes me want to inflict on his person.
Or that catalyst, setting into motion the future most aligned with the plan. Hold that belief in your minds. Let it strengthen your resolve, and do not hesitate. The time for ideation is concluded. Now is the time for execution. Those outside the Order, and some citizens with it, claim that all things happen for a reason. But the wise among us know that nothing occurs without a catalyst. Today, we are that catalyst.
Sharpen up. Hostiles nearby.
Nice. Get away! On your
Those are N-ray junction boxes. That scanner might be useful to see how this place is wired up.
Architect's perspiring brow, if you try to cite the fourth pillar to me one more time, scientific Armed conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya, but rather the result of a populace failing to adhere to scientism's stoic imperative.
Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist? I must have just imagined reading Alfred Long's 75 thesis on determinism then. I'm aware of the errors of his methodology, but Long's overall opinion is still... Wait, why am I arguing with you about this?
Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief. And how do you predetermine the harm of action against the harm of inaction?
We make those estimates all the time. That's the whole reason we employ seers.
We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could settle this debate.
I need the book Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. Second edition, not the first. That's important.
And I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on de-escalation theory. You should be able to locate both pieces of scholarship in the scriptorium. I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when their work goes missing. I'm sure I have no notion of what you're referring to.
Good for him. About time someone put theory into application.
What my colleague means is Landon Wiley is among our most gifted and dedicated seers. Whatever actions he's taken must be in service of the plan. I do hope no one's been hurt, though. I see. That is distressing to hear. But as we in the Order like to say, the plan actuates by deliberate means. Let us hope this conflict resolves itself soon.
Augustine? Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals. Asked a lot more interesting questions than we normally get.
I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask?
Augustine was obsessed with the rift. She wanted to know all the potential routes the Order might take to deal with it. We explained that the rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space and creating uncertainty. Consequently, all efforts should be made to close it.
Oh yeah? And how'd she react?
Well, she hasn't returned, so perhaps she didn't like the answer we gave. Happens more often than you'd think.
Apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview. We've secluded ourselves here to avoid such distractions, so I would thank you to exclude us from any remote drama. Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
Found another one. Damn it. I knew there'd be a high probability of fighting, but I didn't think...
Enemy approximating in our vicinity.
Near death, not a good look, Commander. Investigating disturbance. Random element.
Hit the broadside of a freighter. Hey, got a distraction for you.
A lot.
Have you acquired the scholarship we asked for? You're in luck. I just finished my third reread of it. Chapter 47 is a real treat. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer. But do take care with it, especially around the bath. We lose more good books that way. Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
Those who do not follow the plan will be terminated.
I know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got, and it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just be a novice, but at 73 years of age, I have enough self-respect that I shouldn't be picking up another body's lavation towels. Still, ain't as bad as it was in Auntie's choice, but that don't mean it's good. I just ask you folks to remember that there's more of importance out here than just your numbers.
It's the unknown variable! Nowhere near as interesting as the taxidermied cross-sections displaying their internal organs I made when I was a child.
Keep to Riley's plan. Eliminate the target.
Just say win. We should keep moving, Commander.
Isn't this fancy? Guessing these are the abbot's quarters. I see the good abbot's intent on distracting himself from the misery of existence with worldly goods. Never works.
This must be prevented, whatever the cost, or humanity's ascendance will be forestalled by centuries. The blood spilled today is merely correctional ink, stamped onto a testable. And whom do we blame when a student fails? Why, the instructor, of course. The stalwart agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
All right, what's the call, Commander? The Seer's already proven willing to kill for his cause. I think these folks aren't long for this world if we don't help.
I prefer to kill my enemies first, innocent hostages later.
Seer was right about one thing. We wouldn't be very good Earth Directorate agents if we just left them to die.
Definitely not. We should be the only ones killing hostages around here.
Very high probability. Why are we trapped here? We let some others go.
Normally I'd suggest picking the lock on that safe, but it looks to be rigged to that ridiculous puzzle up above.
I've heard the Order enjoys a good brain teaser, but this seems excessive.
Sensor at hand.
Displacing grenade outbound!
Hole in the head!
This might sting. A lot.
Anomalous outliers! Ensconced! Grenade away! Navigating toward Africa! Oh, sluts! Narrow grenade! Pursuit is concluding as predicted.
Look sharp. It's a fight.
Threat assessment.
It's a fight.
Taking shelter.
Seems we've effectively begun their bubble. Idiots. They obviously meant for this to waste our time. Let's just find a way to kill the hostages so we can move on.
Didn't I tell you our friend would be back? Hurry! Disable the card press machine!
That was the right call, but we've no time left to waste.
Thank you, stranger. We'll take you for now.
Look sharp! It's a fight!
Taking cover!
Diminishing returns. More divide and conquer. Guns cocked and loaded. I'm the one you need to worry about. Come at me.
Unfriendly company. They're not. Open pride!
Get the wall in, I'll take care of him, Commander. Hey, got him shot. We're here! Three hole in the head!
On the ribs. Left side. What?
hostile.
Commander's almost dead!
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Loading anew! Finding respite from hostile vortex!
Oh, look! A room dedicated to the insignificance of human existence inside a temple dedicated to mathematically proving its pointlessness.
So Clemens and Svoboda's killer arrives. So much of our plan ruined because of your meddling. Victor's explosives would have minimized casualties on both sides. You may have bested my peers, but they were never my equal anyway. And neither are you. You took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you. You seem confused. Allow me to delineate on the totality of your failure. Saving the hostages delayed you just long enough for me to complete my work. I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but also the station's security protocols, giving Augustine control over its automechanicals. She has everything. I trust you're not implying something untoward between us.
Don't worry. We already know DeVries ain't got a heart that could spare 2 beats for anyone. And you seem awful frugal in that regard, too.
The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. DeVries and I are merely providing a necessary realignment. True, some may suffer as a result, but you can't solve for Hadwiger's conjecture without dissecting a few simplexes. Any other torches I can throw down into the fathomless pit of your mind? Or can we conclude this pointless tete-a-tete? As if you could even understand my methodology. I wager you're no more conversant in probabilistic analysis than a saprophyte. No. The nuance would only be lost on you. Expressed simply, the Order is ossified, outdated. They have lost sight of what matters. For Arcadia's sake, it is up to us to clear the field of play and begin anew. This violence, it is a means to an end, a prerequisite for peace. Heroes are often called upon to make the difficult choices others cannot, and so we have, because we must.
I think harm's done by folks in a white hat as often as black. Blood just hides the color.
Fortunately for me, I don't concern myself with the opinions of neophytes. I can't conceive of a reason why my survival should matter to you.
It truly doesn't. The commander just gets a little unsettled watching me fillet human beings and is hoping to avoid witnessing such again.
Your companion seems less amenable to a peaceful resolution. However, as a matter of professional curiosity, let's entertain the hypothetical. I stand down. Then what? And here I was almost persuaded you had an actual plan. No more talking, Agent. It's time I deliver my last prediction to you, personally.
Look sharp! It's a fight!
Riddle me with bullets all you like!
Hole in the head!
Rejuvenation to my disposal. You'll never do me harm. Clever little sprat, attempting to destroy the sector. I will end
Battle charge
distractions! Whoever is left, this outlier!
The shield's down. Now they'll get pick him out.
You all throw away! Menacing mechanism! Try and keep your guts on the inside, Commander!
Maybe take the heat off you, Commander. Hey, got a distraction for you. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Cannot stand!
I'm not Melissa.
Where's some elements? Step aside. Wine. Look out, Commander! Disrupted crime!
Refraining.
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition, to be sure. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. And so it falls on you to seize back that control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further instruction. You have my trust. See that it is not misplaced. I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, our plans for the peace talks can finally be spurred into motion. However, without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice but to proceed with our contingency plan. A direct assault. Though the codes will allow me control of the automechs on the station, we'd best accept now that more lives may be lost than previously assumed. Yet we must act unflinchingly. To fail now would mean the end of everything.
We should return to the incognito. Get on over to the location of those peace talks. Doubt we'll beat DeVries there, but we ought to try.
Agent, over here. It seems the situation here has been resolved, but I don't see Seer Wiley. Were you able to secure his safety? I won't trouble you to provide more details then. But please allow me to thank you for your assistance in reclaiming the monastery from these conspirators. Without your intervention, I fear this could have been a far greater tragedy. Now, at least, we stand some hope of mitigating the divisiveness in Golden Ridge. You are welcome to collect the experimental weapon inside the observatory, the Oracle. It was Landon's design. Only seems fitting you take it. This key will unlock the case. May all your future endeavors proceed in accordance to the plan.
I don't know what you're complaining about. We emerged totally unscathed.
I'd estimate I'm 43.11% scathed.
Have you acquired the scholarship we asked for? Wonderful. Please deposit the titles in that drawer there, and we will review it forthwith. Excellent timing. We're nearly finished reviewing the materials you brought us. Oh, well now, this is unexpected. The arguments in this text seem to have highlighted a teleological flaw I fear my own argument shares.
You too, huh?
Under certain conditions, de-escalation becomes impossible, leading to negative outcomes, including outright annihilation. An annihilated entity cannot advance the plan.
But maybe annihilation itself serves a purpose we're simply unaware of. You were right before. Participating in a war only produces an entropic feedback loop.
Interesting. Unless I'm mistaken, you advocated just the opposite at the start. It seems each of us has evolved our positions.
Given your stance, I expect you'll want armor over a weapon. You can retrieve it from the same drawer where you deposited our research materials.
We appreciate your time. If you have a spare 4 hours, feel free to stay and observe our period of silent, sustained reading. Otherwise, until we next confer.
I feel we should talk.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
Should we consider going in with a plan this time? Or is it going to be another improvised free-for-all?
Bullet could solve a lot of problems. Provided we can reach DeVries before she enacts her plan to kill the delegates.
That's a lot of death. And not the fun kind. Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station.
Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised, in the absence of Victor, status deceased, and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander. Confirmed. Per the Earth Directorate Manual, a team formed of multiple agents is vital to success, especially during missions where agent attrition is likely to occur.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of our own Phantoms? Good. Would have been a shame if DeVries was the reason for us falling out too.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
I must admit to being highly vexed by this kill order situation.
Such as?